I'm Kelsey Schmidt, KPI strategist and dashboard creator at Innowick, where our goal is to help you become a metrics pro. And I am super excited today because we are actually going to be digging into how to create your own dashboard from scratch. All right, so now that you have those foundational pieces that we've talked about as it relates to how data flows, how you want to flow that data into your dashboard, as well as what a good dashboard could look like. Now I want to show you just how to create your own little baby dashboard to get you started and get you more comfortable with some of the tools. And this is a free tool already available to you. So I have this housed in Google Sheets. So free tool, which is awesome. And I basically so this information here is just from a QuickBooks example profit and loss statement. And you can pull this is a basic format of a profit and loss statement that you can get from any accounting system. And so I thought this would be a really, really simple starter example that we could go through. So when staging your data, this example that I'm showing here is where some of that staging has been done in QuickBooks leading up to this point. They've been booking sales to certain roll-up categories. So the main staging, just to get you started, the main staging that I'm going to show you today just involves how to appropriately lay out the data in a way that Google Sheets likes to use it to create the graphs and visuals that you need. So that's the main concept that I'm in this vast world of things that you can create. That's the main thing that I want to get you started in. So we're going to take all of 2020. So every graph needs some good headers, like for points of time. So I took and I highlighted and then I copied. You can right click and copy. And just making sure I've got all of 2020. And those are going to be my headers. I'm going to put them in cell B1 to start, and then it just carries over. Then I'm going to copy my different types of sales. Same thing, right clicking and copying. And you can do Control V. I think that's what I did last time, but to show you the other way, you can do right click, paste. And then we're going to grab all of our data as well. So again, I want to start at the top offer for January, drag it down and drag it over because I'm just wanting to copy and paste all of those at the same time. And then I just like to check to make sure that everything lined up correctly. 21/8/28 is what I should have copied over for December. And that looks good. So we have all of our categories here. I like to go ahead and put a formula. So again, that's just hitting the sum. You're clicking in the cell, you're hitting sum, and then you're dragging to highlight what you want to add up. And then you can drag this handle over to copy it over. All right, so now we've got our data mostly staged. I say mostly staged because I don't want these accounting words to be what shows up in the graph. So I'm going to say, we're going to call this the we know that the business is about content creation, so we're just going to call this monthly membership. And then these are the paid in full membership. And then this guy is, there's an annual winter retreat that they do. And then she also does one-on-one consulting as well, because again, this is a business that's trying to transition. They're trying to do less one-on-one consulting and more of their programs over time. So this is a great use case for where this sales by offer KPI can come in handy. All right, so we have our data staged in this nice grid format. So now what we're going to do is highlight over all of the data that you want to put into a visual. And then you'll see at the top right, there's this, I'm hovering over it for a while so you can see it, but there's this insert chart that I'm going to click on. And Google is going to be smart and try to predict what I want this to look like. And this is definitely not what I want it to look like. So I'm just going to do a couple quick fixes, and then in my next video, we will actually get into even more customization that you can do with this. So Google in its prediction actually put some lines in here, and so I'm just going to actually select how I wanted this chart to look. So instead of a combo chart where it has bars and lines, since it's a trend over time, and I want to see how the sales stack up, I want to use this stacked column chart. So as you can see here, it corrected it for me. And so I've got my sales categories, title, we'll just call this sales by offer. And you can just double click and change that title. And it's stacking up my sales pretty wonderfully. And I can see how all of the sales add up. All right, so we've got this graph pulled together, and we'll do more customizations in the next video. But for now, I'm just going to pull this over to my dashboard summary. I just did that by copying and pasting. And so now that I have that, I can actually just click on and delete this because it's feeding into my dashboard summary. So let's say now that I want to take another view of December. So now I'm just going to, again, stage the data. And create, this time I'm going to click on the chart and create a pie chart. Because, you know, I just wanted to, I want to drill into December and see what's going on. And definitely come to the next video if you're interested in how to make this prettier, because my thought is you could have some total dollars over here. And then you could show more of like the breakdown down here. What I was talking about earlier, you could have where, you know, this is your key visual, for example. What's nice is you can just drag them around. It's pretty intuitive. But I'm going to get this just to show you kind of how to get this on one page. It needed me to click on it a couple different ways. it'll give you little lines so that you can make sure it lines up. Oh, well, anyways, we'll play around with that in the next video, but it's, you can create a nice little arrow and point to the details, and it's just kind of a nice little side-by-side way to tell the story. So that is all I have for this video, but definitely stay tuned. We are going to take this same visual and go into some more customization of how you can make this look much nicer and get it ready for a dashboard presentation. So stay tuned. If you like what you see in this video, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see future content, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.